It's been a tumultuous week for the Republican Party as they scramble to find someone who can be Speaker of the House. That's where we began when we sat down with Donald Trump on Friday. Paul Ryan's name is mentioned as a possible speaker. What do you think of Paul Ryan?
Well, I think he's somebody that could get good support. I think he's a very nice person. I think he doesn't want it very badly, but you never know. Maybe he's playing one of the great games of all time. It is Speaker of the House. I mean, it's a great position. But he doesn't seem to want it, but I'll bet you that if it was actually offered to him, he would take it.
You said you want somebody strong. Is Paul Ryan strong?
I think he's strong. I disagree with some of the things. I think that when Mitt Romney chose him last time, it was a tough choice because he's been so anti-Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security in a sense. Now, he would say he hasn't been, but they certainly played that up hard. And that was a disastrous campaign for a lot of reasons. But Paul Ryan's a good man. I know him very little, but I think he's a very good person.
So you'd be okay with Speaker Paul Ryan?
I would be okay. I would be okay. It may not be him. I mean, they have a couple of people in there. I'm not going to mention names, but people I know that are really tough and really smart. And right now, that's what we need because the Republicans never win. John, they never win. Everything, whether it's on Obamacare, whether it's on the debt ceiling, no matter what we have, there's never, ever a victory. So we need a toughness that we just don't have there right now.
You said that Republicans should do, and I'm quoting from you here, something really, really significant with the coming debt ceiling vote. That's the vote on whether the United States government can keep borrowing money. What can Republicans do?
Well, John, if you go back and check, I've been saying this for 3 years, all right? That's a tremendously powerful weapon if they knew how to use it. The problem is you'll have 70% of the Republicans say, we're not closing government. Now, when you say that, I wrote The Art of the Deal. When you say that, and the other side says, well, we got 70% of the people say it's not going to happen, the other 30% are essentially, they're rendered useless. It's really very unfair to them because they're left out there hanging. So you need somebody that can unify, can be tough, and can win against the Democrats and against others. I mean, in all fairness, against the world, essentially. But they really do have a tremendously powerful weapon, but they don't use it, and they don't use it properly. They are terrible negotiators.
John Boehner, after he announced that he was resigning, said that there were false prophets in the Republican Party. And I'm quoting, he said, these false prophets are whipping people into a frenzy, believing they can accomplish things that they know are never going to happen. He's kind of talking about you.
I don't think so. But first of all, I know him, I like him on a personal basis. But I do think they should be tougher. But here's the problem. When he says false prophets, you cannot win when you have a group of 25 or 30% on this side, and you have a group of 70% on this side saying we're never going to go along with the 30%ers who want more. That's what's happening. And every time I watch it, I say it's so sad, because if they were really unified, and if they took that 30% stance, assuming they wanted to really make changes and do it right, and cut the budget, cut the deficit, do things that they should be doing, if they took that group, and if everybody was unified, Obama would fold. But there's no reason for him to ever fold because he knows that a big proportion, a vast majority of the Republicans are on his side.